So we're back. We're sitting here with Bill Voigt, the owner of the brewery, and we'd just like to ask him a question about how he got started.
Sure. I won a shotgun in the local fire hall raffle, and my wife had said, "You're not bringing a shotgun in the house." So, needless to say, I was kind of disappointed about that, you know. So, I took the money. I took the money instead of getting the shotgun, and I bought a beer kit.
Oh, right on.
Because I always wanted to make beer. And after I made my first batch of beer, well, actually the fermentation was what really fascinated me because it was alive and it was a living thing, and I had created that. And it was like, man. Well, anyhow, and then after it was done fermenting and I had it conditioned and it was carbonated up and I tried a glass and it was like, this is beer.
This tastes good.
And from that moment on, I was hooked.
Nice.
And
How long ago was that?
Going on 7 years, I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the brewery was never a plan. It just sort of evolved from making beer. I had one tap on my fridge in my shop. Then I got 2 taps on my fridge in my shop. Then I got 3 taps, and then I got a pool table.
Too many neighbors in the
And
kitchen.
I
Bigger shop.
well, you know, I had more beer than I could possibly drink, and I was giving away a lot of it. And my son and I happened to be having a beer one evening, and we just discussed about, well, I wonder if we could sell this stuff. And anyhow, it just came from there, and kind of a little water on the flower here, a little fertilizer there, and this sort of happened, and here we are. Yeah.
Well, this is a great place. First of all, thank you so much for having us here,
Well,
for letting us do our little show, and we
thank
really
you for coming
appreciate
in.
it. We enjoyed every single one. I think we were most surprised with the Pilsner. I was, at least.
I was
It was
too.
fantastic. I never would have ordered a Pilsner, and this was fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
The beer's
True to a
across the board.
True
You
to
bet.
a
Pilsner.
Yeah.
Even,
Yeah.
you know, very true to a Pilsner.
Well, thank
Kind
you.
of. It's a Northwest style Pilsner. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, well,
That's kinda unique.
I've always liked to style myself, and I just I like to kind of change things up somewhat on occasion, and
All your beers are very unique. I
Absolutely.
mean, they're not. They're all very interesting and unique.
They do stand on their own.
Yeah, they do.
And, you know, I got to say that we're not saying that just because we're here. I hope that the past couple of episodes that we've given our honest opinion, and that's whether we pan somebody or we're not trying to promote anybody. This is just our simple opinion. And truly, these were fantastic beers.
Yeah.
I got to
yeah,
say,
thank you.
the porter was a little bit different. I would still drink it, but all the other ones were fantastic.
good.
No, I like porters, so I like
do too.
this porter.
Yeah.
This is a
It was
good.
good.
This is
I
a
mean, it
good,
was very
solid
It's
serviceable
very,
and-
very unique. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't have my
Definitely a
beers,
place
those
to
are
visit if you're
Yeah.
on your way across the North
So
Cascade
with a
Highway.
Pilsner at 6+ ABVs, is that something you shoot for? Is that something that just ended up happening? You fell across? Or
It,
you like
it-
higher octane beer?
Well, it comes from the fact of the amount of malt that I can fit into my mash tun, and then the amount of fermentable sugar that I get out of it when I sparge, and then the rest is up to the yeast.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
can't make beer without yeast.
So you didn't
No.
shoot for 6+ Pilsner? It ended
No,
up happening
I don't plan anything like, there's scientific parameters you can do with beer, and if you want to pinpoint and this. I don't do that. I just let it happen, and that's pretty
Do your
much.
beers vary in ABV then as you brew them each batch,
I
or
try-
they
well-
got it down to pretty much a science?
Yeah, actually, when I brew the same batch, the different beers I have on tap, I consistently use the same recipe that I started out with in the beginning. So, and I always check, okay, yeah, that's coming out good, that's good, and I pretty much try to be as consistent as I can, and that's just me.
Can I put you on the spot?
Sure.
If you had to go to your tap right now to pour yourself your favorite beer, what would you pour?
Well, right now I'm drinking the pale ale.
Well, you haven't tried
We can
that.
try it.
Yeah, but I do change them up, but the pale is my favorite for the moment. I do like the cardiac.
Oh, yeah.
I
Dangerous, though.
I do like the Scream Ale IPA.
that's a
I
great
like that too.
IPA.
Yeah. So I try to change them up, and I do like the Pilsner also. So yeah. So, but I don't like the darker beers. That's just me. You know, I don't like my brown I have, or I don't care for my porter either. But that's just me.
It's
No,
a good-
I didn't say
it's
that.
a
I
good
didn't care
porter.
for it.
It's okay. He's got it right, though.
Cut that.
But thanks again for having us.
Yeah,
Hey,
We
you're
thank you
really
so much.
appreciate
It's
it.
been a pleasure.
Yeah.
We had a
Been
great
pleasure.
time here,
Yeah,
and
we've had a really good time.
you guys come out to the Birdsview Brewery. Fantastic place, very unique building, good beers, good food.
It is
Join us
worth the
next-
drive off I-5.
If you
no
drive
doubt
by
about
here
it.
and they're open and you don't stop, you've made a mistake.
Which
Absolutely.
I
Get off
have
on the
done.
Cook Road exit and come.
I have done that on the Harley at least 30 times.
I've done it when I know I can't
And
go in
never
there and drink.
stopped. I've never stopped. I'll drive by, oh, I have to stop in there someday. I've never stopped. I'm glad I did.
We'll never pass you again.
Perfect.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thanks, Bill, yeah.
Yeah.